Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video today and welcome to my kitchen. As a busy mom, sometimes dinner time can be so incredibly stressful, and I know just how important it is to have a easy, planned meal ready to feed my family. So insert sheet pan dinners. I first started making sheet pan meals a couple of years ago and I have never turned back. They're so easy, especially the cleanup. Like you literally I personally put aluminum foil on the pan and I literally just throw the whole thing in the trash. It is the easiest thing ever. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 of my family and I's favorite sheet pan dinners. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it with the first sheet pan dinner. For our first recipe, we're going to be making this pork loin with vegetables. We have some potatoes, onions, and green beans. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get our ingredients, our vegetables chopped up. So we have a few Yukon Gold potatoes, an onion, and some fresh green beans. We're gonna go ahead and rinse and chop up everything. I just diced the potatoes in about 1-inch cubes. Same thing with the onion, and then I rinsed and snapped the green beans, and we're just gonna add it all to a bowl and season it up. The first thing that I'm adding is some red wine vinegar to give it a little bit of flavor. I like the flavor that red wine vinegar gives. And then for our spices, we're going to be using some paprika, some onion powder, and then a little bit of garlic powder. You don't want a ton of garlic powder just because like the red wine vinegar is a strong taste in itself. And then of course we're going to be adding some salt and pepper. And then right before I stir this all up, the last thing we're going to add is a little bit of lemon juice. This just helps to offset the taste of the red wine vinegar a little bit. They're a good combination together, so it really helps. And then we're just going to make sure we get this all nice and stirred up to get everything evenly coated. We're gonna go ahead and dump it on our sheet pan. I do cover my sheet pan with foil. It just makes for easier cleanup, but you do you. As I am spreading these out, I'm just going to leave a spot for the pork loin to go right in the middle there. The pork loin we're going to be using is this rotisserie flavored one from Smithfield. We had never used this one before, but yep, we're just gonna go ahead and get it open in the center, and then we're gonna bake this for about an hour on 375 degrees. And this is what it looked like when it was all finished. This was so good. This was my family's favorite meal that I made this week. The next meal we're going to be making is this roasted chicken and vegetables. This time we're using carrots, potatoes, an onion, and of course some chicken breast. So in a bowl, we're just gonna go ahead and add our diced up potatoes, our diced up onion, and then I'm just going to add about half a bag of baby carrots into this bowl. My family doesn't love carrots. I'm the one that is mostly eating them. And then to season this, we're going to be using some paprika again, just like the last recipe, but this time we're going to use this pepper garlic that I got from the Pepper Palace. I think I put a little bit too much in there, hopefully not. And then some onion powder again as well. And then we're just going to add some salt and pepper as always. And then to help these seasonings kind of coat everything nicely, we are going to use a little bit of canola oil. That will just help all the seasoning just kind of stick to the vegetables and help to not dry out the vegetables as well as they're cooking. So I only added about a tablespoon of that to the bowl, and then again I'm just going to mix it all together. To my sheet pan, I'm going to spray it with some olive oil spray just so that none of our vegetables stick. And then I'm going to add my 2 chicken breasts. I actually do end up butterflying one of these in a minute, that big one there, as you will see. But we're gonna add the chicken breast and then go ahead and season them first with some of that kicked up chicken seasoning. I put a little bit of that on the vegetables as well. I got this at Aldi actually a couple of months ago, and we have loved it. So I just added that to some of the top of the chicken, and then I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder. You can see there now I have split that chicken breast because I just realized it was going to take way too long to cook if I left it that thick. So just seasoned them up with those two seasonings, and then we're going to go ahead and add the vegetables all around the chicken. And once again, this will need to go into the oven on 375 for about an hour. It could use a little bit longer if you like your potatoes super soft, but we like a little bit of crunch in ours. So 375 for an hour does absolutely perfect for us. I forgot to mention that before we throw it in the oven, I do top it with some butter. So about 5 or 6 tablespoons of butter all around the pan. And this is what it looks like when it comes out. This, again, is a favorite of ours. We eat this all the time, especially in the wintertime. You just cannot go wrong with it. So the next one is some breakfast. I had never done breakfast this way before, and I will never go back. So I just took some turkey sausages, threw them on a pan, and then this is some turkey bacon that I'm also just going to throw on the same pan. So I do use 2 pans in this meal, but seriously, this was the easiest thing that I've ever done, and I'm never cooking eggs any other way again. So I went ahead and threw this in first just to give the bacon and the sausage a head start. I threw it in on 350 degrees. And while that was cooking, I went ahead and added my eggs to the pan. So I did go ahead and spray this pan with some olive oil spray. I didn't want to use foil for this one because I didn't know if the eggs would stick to the foil and it would be like a disaster trying to get it up. I have it separated there because I was counting calories this day and I didn't want my eggs to mix with Chris's, which is like really dumb now that I'm saying that out loud. But then I go ahead and crack all of the eggs. So I do 3 on one side for me and then 4 on the other side for Chris. Neither of our kids eat eggs, which is weird, or none of our kids, I guess, none of the 3. So it is what it is. They've tried them and just won't eat them. So only Chris and I eating the eggs this night. And then I, of course, go ahead and season the eggs up with some salt and pepper. After I get them seasoned, I do just go ahead and throw these in the oven on the lower oven rack for about 7 minutes. They took no time at all. And as you can see here, they came up beautifully. The next meal that we are going to be having, and the final one I'm going to share with you, is some chicken fajitas. This is a favorite of ours. We eat it all of the time. So the first thing you need to do is just line your cookie sheet or your sheet pan and spray it with some olive oil spray. I'm going to be using some little mini sweet peppers tonight, as well as some green peppers and of course onion. So once we have all that chopped, we're just going to go ahead and throw it on the pan and sort of just mix it all together a little bit. And then on the other half of the pan, I'm actually going to throw that pollo asada chicken that we picked up at Trader Joe's. You can use regular chicken and just season it with some taco seasoning, but I had this on hand, and so I thought, why not? These were in breasts. I thought that they were like in strips already, like ready for you, so I did have to slice them after they cooked, but that's no big deal. So I went ahead and spread the breasts out so that they would cook evenly. And then on top of the vegetables, I'm just going to add some of that taco seasoning that we love that we get from Costco just to give the vegetables a little bit of flavor. I didn't add anything else to the chicken. And then I spray the top of the vegetables with some cooking spray just so that the seasoning can stick a little bit. And again, this went in the oven on 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. And here's what it looked like when it was all finished. This was my personal favorite meal of the week. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making all of these different sheet pan dinners for you guys. Let me know down below in the comments which your favorite one was, or if you're going to try any of these, or if you've tried them before. Let me know down below. My family's personal favorite is definitely the pork roast, and it's probably the easiest too because you just throw it on the pan and let it cook. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back on Thursday actually this week. I'm gonna start doing Thursday videos as well over the summer. So I'll be back on Thursday this week, which is tomorrow, I guess. And until then, I hope that you guys have a fantastic evening and a wonderful morning tomorrow. Bye guys.